I just had to come and make a live stream. Stuff that information I'm being told right now. I can't really hold it down. And there's nothing I can do. I'm just in a rock between a hard place, and I really, really can't stand how reality is really. I really cannot stand what's going on. And I feel like it's messing me up as an adult, both in aspects of psychologically. It's messing up my judgment. People persist to mess up my judgment, right? Psychologically, mentally, emotionally, financially. How much money people have taken away from me. Waste my time and injure me in such a grave way, right? They've injured me in such a grave way, like all the physical abuse, the trauma alone, and people persist, society persists, and society persists to pretend as if they care when really and truly they don't. Black society persists to pretend like they care when they really don't. Or you have such scandals like this, and everybody is pursuing the only people who putting me on any form of game or making me feel like telling me stuff that realistic and in sound like in my own favor is my aunties them, right? And these aren't my real aunties. I just call them auntie because they've been like godmothers to me, right? They've been like godmothers to me. They're my cousins, and they're older than me. So, but I call them aunties. God, they deserve that title as aunties because they've been more. They've been more. So, I put respect where respect is due. Always. Nobody can say I've never done that. And all this mess up, even with these people online. I don't know why. I know there's no problem with me and anybody online now. I hope there won't be anything in the future. About certain people, certain characters that have up there online to reach out online to. And I feel like, for some, but it can't even be addressed right here. It cannot be addressed. That's not insignificant to the problem that I'm dealing with right now. A hope is not a trick. Again, a hope is not a trick. A hope is, but how, by the way, if I'm really something there believing, if I really believe in the stuff I've witnessed these people done to, because it's the only thing it would be that wouldn't make me feel otherwise, because all this systemically coming from is this inheritance, right? I came from a wealthy family. I am just going to say that so people understand. I'm also from Jamaica. I came from a wealthy family. This information, when I came into the picture, when I was born, this information was withheld from me, because since I was born, we've been living in extreme poverty, lifestyle. For what reason? I don't know. I didn't know at the time, nor did I understand. And collectively, that's how they treated me in prep school. They treated me as if I was the poor, the poor homeless, the poor orphan kid that's here on our whims of we want to be generous. They upset the car or it's for the poor. We need to have some poor kids here too. That's why I felt like I was going to a preparatory school. I was going to a prep school, on the premises. There was other children who were treated in the same position as me, and who I was constantly grouped with. Regardless of the social indifferences that we had, I would talk even. I talk proper as how you see me talk now. I feel like when I was younger, I probably talk even better than I do now because of my how I talk now mixed with Creole, and a little twang to how I talk different. But I used to talk much better when I was younger because I was not pre-exposed. Majority of my family, just the family that I live with, talk standard English. They didn't want to deal with the customs of speaking Creole, because in Jamaica, if you talk broken or Creole, you're seen as unintelligent, or intermingle. It's going to be a hard time for you allegedly to quote unquote mingle with uptown people, because they're going to see it as you ghetto, or I don't really know, to be honest. To me, everybody when we're not around our parents, we spoke, and in school we spoke because it was cool. But amongst each other, amongst friends. But I came from a wealthy family. I would tell you that. Yeah, I went to a prep school, and I was aligned with the poor kids. But it's never happened initially. It never happened initially. It just happened after I reached grade 2. I noticed certain different treatment and, certain styles they would do. And I became conscious of it, because I would do the same routine that I did in the previous grade and somehow now getting a different result. And this, I never liked that, because you now giving people, when they're failing me at school, right? They're now giving them at home reason to abuse me and strip more rights from me. So that had to change. I couldn't sit down and I had nothing to do, because that's what all they were leaving me. And I'm already was terrified of these people. And I seen that it's like I'm here to stay. There's nowhere to run. There's, too involved into this for me to escape. And I see like some of the employees they had here, that I was aware that was not my family. was also abusing me, was also abusing me in all forms of way. You know, so that made me fear full of people on the outside. I was going to school and being bullied and abused too. So, you know, I felt cornered. All my life I felt cornered, you know, and in the back of my head, the recesses of my head, my mind, to me, I've always been trying to buy time or figure out how to escape. How to escape. So I was when I was in that stage, I was fixated on making education be my route out of oppression, because that's the only thing. That's what people would have constantly bombard me with. Oh, go take up a book. Oh, this, you know. And I see as if for Black people, telling them to read a book is probably a form of punishment. You know, it's supposed to be oppressive. You know, because I don't see the sense. Why in this position now? Because I've done the work. I pay attention. You know, it's very hard to do that while you're depressed the entirety of your life. I don't even know how to feel not depressed. You know, I don't even know how to feel not depressed. Because when I'm on my downtime, it's just back to this, and it feel like it's drying out. You know, I don't want to say insane, but it playing on me, really playing on me, and seeing that how things are so barren, and then what my aunties them telling me what to forecome, what to stop there to come now, seems like they're not telling me, but from what they're saying, and I know this, they're saying stuff that finally some. Anytime my aunties them talk to me, things make sense. Isn't it feel like not everything, you know? I'm not going to even say like put them on a pedestal like that, although they deserve it same way. That, you know, I just say, yo, it come down to old age. Say why them is, you know, I don't know, but you know, I just appreciate that I just a single soul to value my life, and I had two. I had two people. You know, that's better than one. You know, so with all the fight I get, police, you know, they came, they're helping me. Although, you know, they sent me down a barrel, it's become very problematic now. You know, because without any resources or anything, I cannot do anything about the barrel. And you know, they're not. I don't know what to say. I just don't. I just want to take a break. I really want to take a break from life itself. You know, and just probably stay and chill and smoke herbs till me feel alright again. Go back into society. I don't know. Guys, just all of these things are me trying to for man up, or you know, every time I try put on pull up the straps or whatever, man up. You know, these people make it. You see me, this is why I'm like this, you know. Cause it's really hurtful. You know, to see how vulnerable and weak I am. And I'm 6'4", 6'6", right? I'm 6'6", and I'm eliminated, man. So it really feel draining on you, cause even with a woman see this, they're not nobody now sympathize with me or empathize with me on no level, no level. They're virtually incapable of doing that. Nobody is gonna come and say I don't even know if I can really even trust a lawyer, to be honest. If me I would have forgot straight for a woman lawyer. Straight for a woman lawyer. I think I need to talk to a lawyer, but I don't have the resources or anything. And then I need to talk to somebody who's capable or possess that wisdom or knowledge to help me so I can express the stuff, the traumas and all the damages that I experienced, and they come and create an estimate of or whatever they evaluate what I'm saying, the stuff that I went through, and tell me what and what should be done or can be done, or give me a hypothesis of like, all right, you are experiencing that, what a person who what an attorney would, or an attorney or somebody who knows the law would address this, them kind of way. Me, somebody were really serious and genuinely something there to help me with that than to have me ring a car. This is getting too much. This is my house. This is my family house. And all people trying to do is draw me away from it. I don't know what else to say pertaining to that. But I can't get the point. Sacrificed a lot, for me. And I appreciate that. That's maybe a normal thing for y'all people, like, for somebody to sacrifice for that something for you and, in your family. But, it's not, it's new. I've been stripped of all my human rights. I've been stripped of all my human rights. It's just so vindictive and sadistic how you people acting like uncharacteristically. Now my viewers, or I don't know what to say, but I don't know how to approach this, or I'm just very tired. I literally have to come voice my pain every time I'm in pain. I have to voice it, and I literally hook on weed, and I can't even manage to support this habit because these people fighting me down. I'm 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 a civilian and they're doing me like this. I'm not a gangster or some, no, my father was or anybody. You know, these people come, kill my mother, then have me captive, a prisoner up here the whole entire time, waiting for the day them can steal everything from me. And then they play so malicious and I don't know what to say, and then these other people come in on me and start attacking me. And you know, I never even really know what the fuck is going on. Cause I never even know say I was under my understanding at that time. Nobody was there telling me. Nobody was there telling me shit. Nobody was telling me shit. They're just stealing left, right, and center from me. Stealing all sort of shit. They sell the back lot. They sell the back lot. They sold the back lot. They sold the back lot. They sold the back lot. So I don't know where the money for the back lot has gone. Because they don't have no money. As them always, I presume them I make $1 million every month as they brag to me, right? And sit down and ruin my life and continue say they sell the backlot. This is what another a part of our property that they sold, right? That they're stealing everything for themselves, and you know I'm tired of it and how everybody in this country persists to obstruct justice, not make it take it right course, right? I'm a big man, you know, I getting to see this is why people wasn't reaching out to help me from earlier, from I was a child, because it was clear these people abusing me and trying to set me off mentally. But, you know, I kept my life private from my family. So to me, I felt like I was normal, you know, cause people, all the girls I hung out would treat me normal, my friends them. When I'm not depressed, when I'm not showing traces of depression and they're not telling me to go to the guidance counselor, which I had gone to the guidance counselor, right? I was seen as normal, we joke around, we do all these stuff, you know. So I would, you know, I wouldn't say I was very intimidated. Growing up, I was very intimidated at doing stuff that would presume put me in the wrong. So I never, I just stick to being the good obedient boy, you know, being the rebellious teenager. You know, I know say it wasn't going something that served me, so I was trying to keep in control of my emotions. But my outbursts, like how you see it, that I continue to have now, and as an adult, it's only gotten worse. I've gotten more, much deeper emotional trauma than I was, because the emotional trauma I experienced also as an adult too, by, you know, sexual harassment from other males and all sort of stuff. The sexual harassment part alone feel, to me, feel devastating. Feel more devastating as a big grown man being like sexually harassed by all these little men. We're coming a year house, this, take it over. All of them other stuff, you know, I can't really take it, you know. And these stuff, what they doing me? Everybody pretending like it make any sense. And then when I'm talking to my aunties, them, right, and it's me to blame when I'm talking to my aunties, them making it seem like they're making me know, like, they're not making me know, they're talking as if, you know, like say, the stuff that makes sense actually makes sense according to them too. What I feel like I'm supposed to be looking at it, right? Or being treated is that's what supposed to be happening. Like for instance now, right? Now to give me back what is owed to me, right? How you is going to tell me you're going to put me as a share, as put me as a shareholder of this house, right? This house, this y'all probably see before. This house, right? And the value of my house, the house that was so I supposed to have inherited, right? Because these are the only thing. It seems like perhaps these things, the only thing that going to liberate me is having being in possession, being a property owner, and being able to manipulate my property. Because then all these people put them red tape already for me. For what? I don't know. Cause it's not like my family, my father. And this is only being done to me, you know. So this make me know, so this make me know without a doubt this is the works of a majority of my siblings. Cause they're not being affected like this. And all of them had looked to run off just like their parents, just like their mother run off after some coincidentally after my mother dead. After my mother had passed away, all of them gone. And no police case, no investigation, no nothing. Right? And all police doing is looking to capture people house and steal people house. That's all them are look. Them not looking to go collect the man them where kill people or this and that. Matter of fact is the police had killed my father. The police themselves have killed my father. You see me? As a young youth, when I was young, wasn't even interested in figuring out what happened. You know, I saw that as beyond me in the past, and my sister, I couldn't, it made no sense try to fool my brain up with whatever that going, what happened with that. It never made any sense. Cause you know, I'm a child. What woman could I do? Plot for something? This is not a movie. This is real life. I need to focus on myself. And the way how my family was grooming me, them a try groom me to be handicappish. I used to always try to fight. When me is a little infant, when I was a little child, I always have to go to the helpers, try learn how to cook or you know, watch up, either observe them or even help them, you know. So, and they took this the wrong way and start enslaving me because of it. You know, I just did want to build up some skills so I could have helped myself in the future because my sister, these people did not care for me and was going probably leave me stranded by myself. I don't know how to imagine that. You know, because there was no reference or nothing. Jamaica don't have no form of media, no television. All them do is feed us local news. That's the only thing they have, and them entertainment with them raw worrying. The same stuff that you American people know waking up to and saying that this is women not supposed to live them life like this because they're going to be alone and catching bodies. Whatever. I don't really want to just that right now. You know, but that's mostly what Jamaican entertainment is. But party, and there was like stations like TV Hype, but those even you have to have cable to have it for even see them anymore too. So it's just news. There's mostly news. And you know, so I'd never had nothing to go off of. But imagine myself, you know, in this society and then they're isolating me. Majority of the people I'm coming around wasn't wasn't deplorable people that you could aspire to or look up to. You know, they came here for abuse me and mislead me, you know, and majority of my time was spent fighting with these people, fighting for my right to be here, to be comfortable. You know, all I just waste my time. If people waste my time, right, and distract me, right, and I'm just so tired. I'm just so exhausted after constantly. I just want to live my life. I just want to live my life. I don't want to be in this country. I definitely don't want to be here no more. Definitely these people, especially online, you know, full up my head with all sort of configurations and rhetoric and narrative. But you know, is I don't entirely blame them. I do fault myself for falling for it. But you know, I was so young at the age of 16 and it felt like, you know, in my place in the world, you know, these people that I saw online, they started saying stuff that information, hidden information that I was told by these people who are pressing here, you know, cause I don't want to go down that cause I just want my thing being normal. I don't want to go into some conspiracy or not like that. Cause I just want more. I need my thing to be dealt with normal. Like you know, like I just like I'm not here to entertain nobody. I'm just really here trying to get my life, take back my life, or have my life for the first time. God, I can't even say what am I gonna say. What am I gonna say? Take back my life or get back on track. It don't feel like I was ever on track or I had my life. Ever. Ever. And the more and more my aunties them share with me, real people share with me when I talk. Cause this is the distraction, you know. I deal with these people and these people do not have my best interest at heart. They want to mess up my judgment. I practically doing what I have to do. And they want to mess up my judgment. They want to come with their callousness and feel like say, me not supposed to care for myself either. Look for what be in favor of myself. Then we talk this bullshit about black economics and this and that and uplifting the youth. I don't see it. And then the hypocrisy and here see them feel like as if they're supposed to still be put on the pedestal. And a majority time is bitches doing this. One black woman doing me like this. Black woman doing me like this. Black women, you know, and how it affect them. Me is a big man now, you know. Alright. So when I do that when me a look up at me, Cause me are 16 and this and that and 19 and maybe all 20. But me are 25 now. What the sense? Yeah, do this to me now. Me is a big man now. Me is a big man now. So, I don't know where you watch or where you as a woman a pre for set me back. I judge me, cause I don't complain, say men weak, men broke, this and that, and see a man right now we have the potential, him just need some advice or some form of support. You can't tell, no, they're not doing this stuff. They're not doing this. I feel like I left to the only person me can trust is man to them. Cause them telling me stuff that makes sense. They're not making me tolerate the abuse. Them telling me, say I need to stand up for myself. And that's what I was always doing after them gone. It's people, the people, them on my side is also attacking me, and I in question of them loyalty, where them lie, them always, when people are dealing with me, because of my circumstances, them always I try put them loyalty somewhere else, them hide them loyalty from me, and then complain as if I'm not loyal to them, and there's nothing to be loyal to. There's nothing to be loyal to. They have a nasty attitude. Yet there's nothing about them. There's literally nothing about them. Them feel like, oh, because yes, them send you a lick up breadcrumbs one time. You see me? You have to hold that to the pinnacle. You see, what you making me lose is more than what you giving me. What you literally taking away from me is more than what you're giving me. What you're keeping me away from is more. So how the fuck, how the fuck this make any sense? How you can take away so much from me or keep me away from so much and then feel like say people go or something. It's only a fucking, I don't know, because I feel like even a moron would have feel away. If I'm put in this position, anybody would be handless worse than I am, because I just being passive and humble. Humble me keep on being pacified, because I feel like I ask these people too dangerous. At the moment me come with them go put me as the dangerous black man. The dangerous black man or some shit like that. Them just play these cliche and play, everything is conditional with them. Everything is conditional and nothing is real. That's the thing, nothing is real. They are only stage things, psyops, and all of these things is to keep. I don't know. So then I don't know, I'm confused, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't really sleep. I do some stuff to myself that messing up my meds even more. Cause people messing up my meds, people been drugging me, people been doing all sorts of stuff, people been trying to poison me. People been trying to poison me. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people invading my space. Nobody invading it now, but I can't take it to come in the future. I'm have it now. I'm living the way I'm living now. I want to keep it that way. More my things keep tidy and stay tidy. More be able to cook whenever I feel like the money want people in my space like that. And if he is not a bitch, if he is not a woman, I don't want you in my space, bruh. I don't want you around me, bruh. And I don't care. I don't care about having friends no more like that or nothing like that. I don't trust people. I don't deal with people like that. Me just be that one-off guy that just stay to. I just don't want people to be discriminating against me out here. That's what I want. Leave here. Because she say you can live comfortable by yourself without people harassing you or discriminating against you And you can be any character that you want. You can be any, you can think any way you want to think. And people don't try. And you can make any amount of money where you want. And people don't harass you, or people don't come beg you, or people don't come literally into your community and literally take over your house. I do not even live into a community like that, but because of the how everybody in this country is so egregious and corrupt, right? I stated this in multitude of lives already. You know, I'm literally tired. I'm stressed out. I don't know. I don't have any options. I used up the last option where I had, and I got the job interview, and they called me. Although I feel like that I got the job interview, and they told my sister and the police told me to stay here, stay in the house, and I thought she was going to provide me with some alternate solution to maintain myself. Because after she just consulted with me for stay up here, that she bragged about making $1 million, finally telling me now, says she making over $1 million a month. I say, what? I say, bitch, bitch. So, you know, so why the fuck you take me out of fucking school for? You know, I couldn't even go there. I couldn't even fucking go there, family. Then this bitch sell my property. I don't even know how it make any sense, Cause you get rid of one income. We had two incomes generating for. Right? For somehow, I don't know how we was even talking about any poverty or why all the stuff that was affecting us in the early years was affecting us. Cause we had two households, and these were in were considerably uptown areas. This foreigners would be considered in suburbs. These houses are in the suburbs, right? Right. That's the only thing I can bring as information to give you a understanding of the value. But what I used to hear from when I was young, say, it don't even make any sense now. 20,000 for rent and in those houses, and it's like a flat. One is a flat. What my auntie told me, the one that was in my name and was for me to inherit, it wasn't even inheritance, it was in my